Alright, let's get started. We're going to be tying a thunder and lightning here, just a regular Atlantic salmon fly that gets used a lot around the Maritimes. Very popular in Newfoundland, Nova Scotia for sure. Anyways, I got a 7999 hook in the vise, size 6, and I'm using 8/0 uni thread. I'll add my thread and I'll work down to roughly the point of the hook. Then I'm going to put a gold tip in there. Some of the patterns call for, in the books they call for silver, but I've tied it all in gold pretty well all of my life, so I'll put the gold in, and I'm sure the fish wouldn't mind seeing the odd silver one for once in a while. Now we have a yellow, I'm using yellow stretch nylon for the tag. And I do things a little different. I run stuff through my bobbins as much as I can, especially stuff like stretch, that tends to picks up pretty easy with your hands if they're rough like mine. And I leave that extra bit of the stretch left out over, and what I'll do is I'll fold that back over the tag, and it'll keep that locked in place, and it won't slide down around the bend of your hook, which happens quite a bit to some flies. The tail on the fly is golden pheasant crest. I'll get one of those guys here. Tie that in. The butt on the fly is ostrich churl. I'll get a few lines of that on there. The rib on the fly, I'm using oval medium gold uni tinsel. The body of the fly, I'm going to be using uni wool black. Again, I just run that through, and I've got my thread captive underneath that, which I'll snip it off and take her down and bring her back up. I'll put our gold uni tinsel up through for the rib, and make sure you put 5 ribs on this, as the salmon, they can count, and if you got 4 or you got 6, they won't even look at it. Just kidding. 5 was really designed, I think, in time to do for proportioning the body, so the center rib was in the middle, I think is the reason behind it, if I remember correctly. The throat on it, I'm going to use, it's 2 colors, it's orange and blue. I'm going to use schlappen for it. You can do it with a pull down collar hackle as well, whichever you decide to do is, it's up to yourself. I usually go to roughly where my ostrich churl butt is, and that's what I use kind of as a proportioning measurement, just so consistently you can kind of, if you're tying a bunch of these, or for a store or whatever, like I tend to be selling a lot of my flies, so I try to make them look as consistent as I can. And we put the blue on, that just goes underneath the orange, and again I use roughly the same measurement. Bring that up underneath, tie it off. The wing on the fly is moose hair, but I always put a few strands of crystal flash in underneath, and I don't overdo it. It's usually 3 to you know, 5 strands, that type of thing. And this stuff, when it's in the water and picking up a little bit of light, it just shimmers like crazy. Seem to be using more and more of this over the last several years, and the fish seem to be enjoying it. This is just a blue, I think it was called electric blue at the time. We're going to put a moose hair wing in this. And you gotta, if you're going to Newfoundland, you gotta have moose from Newfoundland in the wing, because the fish know the difference. Don't try to take anything out of Maine or New Brunswick or Nova Scotia over there, because the fish just won't take it. No, just kidding again there, guys. Anyway, we'll stack that wing a little bit. Get her evened up here. I tend to tie my wings pretty sparse. Fish seems to like the sparser wings in my opinion, but I guess that may depend where you're fishing. Just get a measurement on my wing, snip it off. Tie it in there. And we'll whip finish that. And there you have a thunder and lightning. I would encourage you, tying some of these up, or if you don't tie, go to the store and get some. This was a trip saver for a friend of mine out west a couple of years ago when he come home fishing up in Cape Breton on some of the rivers up there. He did very well on this fly in particular. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Go tie some up. Thank you. Bye.